Hey everyone, Not Daddy here with another quick Omni review. Today we're going to look at the Alpha Flight Volume 1 Omni. This is a huge sucker. This is about just short or just over 1100 pages. It's a monster. By John Byrne. So Alpha Flight's a classic 80s characters. If you're an X-Men fan, you definitely knew about it in the 80s. If you were Canadian, you definitely knew about 80s because this was Canada's superhero team. This collects all of the early appearances where they first showed up in the X-Men. A couple issues of the Hulk in that as well too. 2-in-1, a Machine Man, and then starts off right into their own Alpha Flight series as well here too. So even just by looking at all these covers here brings back so much nostalgia here for me. I used to remember seeing these on the shelves all the time when I was a kid because I was an 80s kid. So like I said, this has the X-Men's 109, 120, and 121. 139 to 140. You got the Hulk 272, 313, and Annual 8. You got Machine Man number 18 and Marvel 2-in-1. These are all kind of like just single one appearances with the Marvel Team Up Annual as well. And then it says it jumps into the Alpha Flight Series 1 through 29. It's amazing. You got John Byrne with Chris Claremont, Bill Matillo, Stern, DeFalco, Rob, Louis Simpson, DeSema, Magnola, Ditko, Ron Wilson, Paul Smith, Cassian Neri. So this has so many people working on it. Let's jump into it here. The inside has this amazing cover as well too. The both sides has the whole team on there as well. So that's pretty cool. Alright, there's the first appearance of Vindicator there. He came after Wolverine because he was former Weapons H. Weapon Alpha they called him. Weapon H was the program. Great stuff here. So like I said, Alpha Flight kind of spun right out of X-Men itself. So again, lots of X-Men stuff in here. Sasquatch. Sasquatch is almost as strong as the Hulk. There's Shaman and Vindicator and Northstar. So maybe if you were familiar with anybody who is in Alpha Flight, they, like I said, they were the Canadian superhero team. Kind of like almost like a combination of the X-Men or the Avengers. They had the original leader there, Guardian or Vindicator, sometimes he was called there. That was him there. That's Sasquatch there. Like I said, he was a guy that had gamma-based powers as too. That's Marrina. She's an alien mutant type of thing, or she's almost like Submariner. You got Puck there, super acrobatic. Shaman there. He's a shaman. You got these two here are twins. That's Aurora and Northstar. They're speedsters and they can fly. And that's Snowbird, so she's like a shape changer for all the animals of the north. So, and of course, all these characters have these huge backstories to them. They're very complex, and a lot of the stories in here as well too, besides all the action that goes into all the character backgrounds of these wonderful and complex characters. So, like Puck himself is a dwarf. He's been dealing with pain throughout his whole life, and even though he's almost like a Wolverine type of character, in fact they know each other in that. That's Mac. He's the one who started up Alpha Flight. He has that suit there. It's like a cybernetic suit there. He ends up dying in issue number 12. The suit explodes and his wife there takes over, Heather. There's also different levels of Alpha Flight too, so much like there was different levels of X-Men teams. Like there was the New Mutants, and then there was the lower levels of the X-Men teams that were being trained. They have that with the Alpha Flight too. They have lower teams called Beta Flight and Omega Flight too. And so these are some of the other members there, and they end up becoming future members as well too. So lots of great stuff here. Lots of Canadian references here, with like even supernatural stuff too, because a lot of the Shaman stuff and the Sasquatch stuff and the Snowbird stuff is all related to Canadian cultures and stuff, especially like stuff of the Inuit and that. So lots of neat stuff here. Like I said, a lot of supernatural threats here. Not just that, and again, some regular, you get some regular supervillains in that as well here too. But it's a huge book. It will definitely take you a long time to get through this, because I said it is over 1,000 pages. Some of the stuff here gets, it's almost like you're wondering as they were writing it if they kind of changed the stories along the way. But they all kind of work out. They all kind of connect. Sometimes they do some retconning in that too. So, like I said, this does go up to, I believe, issue 36 of the original series. And then I want to see the next volume, because that's when it starts to get really weird in that. And that's where Todd McFarlane actually starts doing some of the art there as well too. Besides that, they have a later series in here too, where it was the X-Men and Alpha fight as well too. But again too, that was retconned to take place in that same time period, even though that was done in a newer. Excellent book there. Marvel's Alpha Flight Omnibus. Do check that one out if you can. Like I said, there's that back cover there. It has everybody on it. Otherwise, we will check you guys out later for another Omni review. Peace out.